Hello, brothers and sisters of Landa. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down to 10 minutes. And if I go over 10 minutes, that means it's something very important. And of course, sorry if this video is kind of dark, but I just want to get this off my chest before I go to sleep. Because it's probably like about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning right now. I can't go to sleep. Noises and stuff, you know what I'm saying. But other than that, what the voices tell me is usually accurate. I just believe them. And what you say to me, I don't believe you, okay? So if you have any comments, suggestions, or insults, you can put it down below. Okay, now, as you should already know, I'm quite busy. 20 hours a day, sometimes taking my wife out like a dog on a leash, okay, taking a big bird. Motherfucker shit. Motherfucker shit. Son of a bitch. But anyway, this video is going to be about black feminism, okay? White feminism. And I'm not going to talk about the other types of feminism, okay? Black feminism existed long before white feminism, okay? We're going to use common sense here, okay? Get out of here. Go to sleep. You gonna give me some booty? You know what my wife said? My wife said that if we had sex, okay, the baby will fall out, okay. And I said, you could do your research on the internet. You don't want to have a miscarriage because my penis is so big, okay. And it's so cute. She said the baby might fall out. My wife is probably pregnant again. You think I'm gonna bang her booty, make her booty a little more swollen, the baby will come out. I see, why don't you read in the book? Why don't you read? That's not gonna happen, okay? That's not gonna happen, baby, okay? Relax. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, black feminism existed far before white feminism. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe me, because I kind of knew this in advance. I knew about it already, that the black woman encouraged the white woman to push forward in their feminist movement. Now, if you want to do some deep research, I remember there was a woman, her name was, I forgot her name, but I'll put it down in the description box, okay? And she was a part of the CIA, and she tried to infiltrate the black feminist movement. I already told you about this before. Blacks was already in the movement. They was trying to get movement. They was trying to do the civil rights thing between the 1960s and 70s, okay? Now, before that time, between the 1950s and 60s, I told you I have white friends who are old. And they told me that blacks were already Negroes in the house, you know, home caretakers. Okay, so you know if the home caretakers, which are women, strong black women, Afrocentric type, fight the power type, were already in the house taking care of their children, you should automatically know that those black women had influence, those submissive, not necessarily, like kind of like the Brady Bunch. They're passive, okay? They were trying to gain in power, okay? So you know the white man already had enough power and strength to empower women to move forward with the Project Chaos. Now look it up yourself now here. You might not find the domestic version on the internet because they probably deleted it because I saw it already. But basically there's two forms of the Project Chaos. CIA operative. There was a woman who went there and tried to encourage them to come join. But they didn't really join because they didn't want no part of it because there was already racism and all sorts of segregation during those days. So if we use common sense, since we already know till this day, black women have the most strongest aggressive personalities. We know this by fact, right? Strongest aggressive, most personalities are black women. The most disrespectful, the most heinous. This is a fact, a well-known fact. I've talked to many white women, and they haven't never given me an attitude as such as wrathful of black women, okay? I'm thinking that the black woman is like that because how the way she was, she just needed to be fucked, okay? She just needed to be fucked with a dildo, okay? But that was beside the case. That was not the real true reason. The reason was because the mothers raised them that way. A lot of black women that I used to talk to, they had these raunchy attitudes, and they kind of turned me on to a degree. I kind of liked it, And of course, they didn't cause me any problems with their little simp motherfuckers that was on the side, because I was just a play toy. I was just a play toy. You understand? But I didn't want to mess with white women because of the fact that I didn't want a relationship with them. I didn't want they age a little faster, and I'm real particular about that. So I don't really date light skin. You know, I look at the mother. Okay, I told you I do my research. Okay, I say, okay, where's your mother at? Where's your father at? Are you a virgin? You know, those things I usually ask. Because I'm special. That's right. Yeah. So since you got those black Negro women, housekeepers was taking care of the white women, and the black woman, okay, was actually watching the white woman getting her ass beat. And if you watch the movie called Rosewood, you know what I'm saying, the white women are very passive, okay, but intelligent though, intelligent. That's why the CIA used a woman, okay, I'm gonna put her name in the description, to infiltrate the black sisterhood, feminism, okay? They may call it different names, but it's still feminism. They feel themselves are equal, okay? And I already told you about this. They love to argue. Black women love to argue, and it's a kind of a turn on to me until I put my hands around her little neck. They got some nice asses and nice belly buttons, and they got some nice hair. If they just take off the fucking weave, the hair-hatted hooligan, like Tommy Sotomayor says, hair-hatted hooligan. I love it. I'm gonna make up my own little name for hair-hatted hooligan. You know what I'm saying? They just love to wear them fucking hair bags on their head and shit, and douche hair bags or something. So common sense will say the black woman was already in the white woman's house, or the white family's houses, right? And you should already know that they even had problems with fighting against their Black Panther parties. I was reading something and I was like, yo. I said they was fighting against their own, the counter intelligences, okay? They were trying to use black sisters in the Black Panther Party, and they was fighting against amongst each one another themselves. I said, what? Okay, so this white woman was like, yo, we need more people, okay? Because it wasn't a whole lot of white women who was suffering. It was a handful of white women who was getting their ass beat by their husbands, who were prominent figures, okay? You know, during those days in the 1950s and 60s, I'm getting all this from older white men who tell me this shit. Only thing a man needed was a car to get some ass. And I was like, oh, for real? Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, yo, I wish it was like that now. But it is kind of like that now, because I remember I got a car, but my car was, it really doesn't matter what car you had, they said. You basically got some ass. But now these days, if you're driving a piece of shit, okay, you ain't getting no ass. Either you're black or you rolling in some fucking cash. You rolling in the money. Now, what else I was about to say about the black feminist movement always existed way before the white feminist movement. Okay, and that's why Project Chaos came into about, and the white man was like, yo, we tired of this shit. We don't need to hear this shit no more. We gonna monopolize, just as what Abraham Lincoln did. Now let me tell you a story about Abraham Lincoln now. Abraham Lincoln needed the African American slaves by signing the Emancipation Declaration, okay? He needed them, and he realized that money is the capital of all things. He could control everything. The Republicans, okay? The Union, okay, versus the Confederate. You already know about that? You know what I'm saying? So what he did when he signed that, he made an agreement pact with blacks and said, hey, you're gonna free your own goddamn selves, okay? Because I saw you got whipped so many times. And Abraham Lincoln said, we're gonna monopolize on this whole shit, because we are the Republican GOP. To this day, they still control that shit. 13 states. I didn't know all of the votes come from 13 states, which is majority Republican. I didn't know that shit. So fast forward to 2016, 17, or whatever. Now you have to understand. I mean, fast forward to all the way to 1950s and 60s. You see how they strategize that shit? They're already 3 steps. White men is 3 steps ahead. 3 fucking steps ahead. They said, we're going to monopolize on this fucking Project Chaos. They have 2 covers under it. 2 covers. The terroristic version and the domestic. The domestic version may be deleted, though. But they did try to use a woman. I forgot her name. See, I found it. I found that motherfucker. And they tried to infiltrate, and they used her so they can cause chaos between blacks and whites. See the strategy? And so the white man said, yo, we're going to monopolize on all of this shit. So that's why the feminist movement exists today. Now, we got white women running around everywhere and shit. And black women was always feminists. They were always feminists. Okay? I knew about that shit. I knew about it. And if you don't want to believe me, talk to a couple older white guys. Ask them what happened and how you think the feminist movement occurred in the house. You ain't can talk to men who actually had a wife, who had actually a house nigga in the house. I've talked to a couple rednecks, okay, or a couple crackers. I used to be a personal carrier, I swear to you not. And I would talk to them. They said my wife would talk to her on a daily basis, and she would try to encourage her. So if you got a couple white friends, or a couple white crackers or some hunkies or some shit, talk to them if they had a wife, and that wife was talking to the house servant, house Negro servant, and she was encouraged to stand up for herself, right? Because the black woman encouraged her to do that, because they was already in the movement. They were already being oppressed. Okay, and in the past, I was thinking that the white woman was doing everything. They was causing that shit. But no, that's not true. That can't be true, because white women are passive. Okay, the white women will kill your ass though, like on the TV program called Snap. You got to understand, okay, where the black woman is always hitting. They don't want to be a part of that shit. They don't want to be coons or kunyas, okay, kunyas, okay. So that means the black bitches who are working for white men. They're already working for them anyway. Under the welfare system and all sorts of crazy shit. They open their legs. They don't want to learn no education. That's how black sisters are these days. So I'm very wary when I encounter a black sister. I just be real simple with it. I say, you know what's going on. If you're attracted to me, we going to get this shit a cracking, a smacking, okay? But if we ain't compatible, she go about her own way. I don't do chasing, okay? I don't do chasing. Now, this is what this video is about. So it's already past 10 minutes, okay? So now you understand the black feminism always existed way before white feminism. Now, I know back in those days that white women like the Queen Elizabeths and shit, the Cleopatra types, they feel really high on a pedestal. But they got to be encouraged. They're not like black women, okay? Like Cleopatra. Look at Cleopatra versus Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is passive, but you could be a beast. Off with your head. Okay, that's off with your head when they get old. You gotta watch it when they get cranky, them white women. Okay, especially if they coming up with some powerful patriotic kings and shit like that. They sucking dick, they sharing. That was when the days of the mistresses was out and shit. Now they don't do that shit no more because they got religion. They trying to keep that shit down. They don't want niggas fucking too much. Statistics show that blacks reproduce way faster than whites. So since you know that fact, and since you know that blacks are more prone to having bigger dicks than any other fucking race, since you know these fucking facts, okay, you got to get a clue, okay? Get a clue what's going on. Get a clue what black feminism is. And stay away from them hoochie mamas in the hood. But I still love black pussy, though. I don't talk all negative about them. I just love their melatonin. And I love their, we call it Afroid, a word I made up, yes. Afroid features. I love them. Okay, that's where I got my wife from Ethiopia. She had a little bit of Afroid features and shit. And I was like, I love dark pussy, okay. That's the best in the world. I don't want to see pink is inside of the pussy, right? But if you got two blacks and some white cream coming out, that's more exotic than just looking at two pinks and white cream coming out, right? Because I'm not pink, okay? I'm Tootsie Roll color, okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light. What else is there for me to say about black feminism? Okay, we got that shit right out of the way. So the only way to fix feminism is if you give them the backhand like the motherfucking pimp. Like you be skying, baby. You be skying, right, y'all guys? Y'all ain't sipping no more. I want to see a couple crackers kill a couple Negroes, okay? Put that shit on the video or some shit. Yeah, but I'm not, at your discretion. I ain't saying you should do that, though. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it, okay? But I think I saw something that I didn't want to see one day. And I said, that shit is fake as hell. You know what I saw? Oh, you know what I saw? I saw a video with these crackers with the Confederate flag hanging in the back, and they hung this girl, and it looked so real and stuff. They hung her and shit like that. And I was like, that's terrible. Why? I know white people love black pussy. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why could it be a Negro or some shit? I didn't understand that. It's very gruesome and shit. And if you look for it somewhere, you could probably find it. And these hillbillies was hanging up this girl. She was a nice looking girl. I said, why would they waste that fine piece of pussy? Why would they just hang her? I know they tried to bang her. They probably be into that necrophilia stuff. You know, they fuck dead bodies or some shit like that. That doesn't make any sense. I've seen plenty of videos, porn videos, slave dominatrix videos where black women are tied up in chains. But that's them. You know, let them do that type of shit. What else is there to say about black feminism? Okay, most of the time, if you go to a woman and you just say, "Do you feel you're equal to man?" and you basically, she says yes, she's just a feminist. She just don't realize it. She doesn't like the Bible and she's not a Christian. Okay, so that's just common sense too. Most women, 70% of them, most of them feel they're equal to a man. Okay, feminism does exist. It's a strong-headed thing. Think being smart. Now, don't get me wrong. There's women who are smarter than men when they're trained. There's women who are actually faster than men when they're trained. Okay, but overall, men have more mental capacities. Okay, now women do make babies. Men don't make babies. So two people are different. Whites and blacks are different. Do we understand, my brothers and sisters of light and dark? Now, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to bed now. Welcome to my page. You foolish motherfuckers. Thank you very much. Pay me my money now. Okay? Peace. Good night.